Hey guys, it's Joe from Joe's Talking, and I am back with another video. Now, I have been editing for about 30 years now. As you can see from the gray here on the sides, coming in hot.
You're old and ugly and I'm sick of you.
Now, editing used to mean big, heavy, expensive equipment. You needed a full edit bay, you needed 2 giant monitors, you needed wires, you needed a patch bay, you needed tape decks. I mean, if you don't believe that I've been editing for a very long time, look at this photo right here. Look at those monitors. Look at that edit bay. That was like Media Composer 4. Those monitors were like this fat. They were this deep. Cut to now, you can literally cut a documentary on your laptop as long as the Wi-Fi holds up. COVID really fast-tracked this whole remote working thing. And even though I go into the office 4 days a week, there is 1 day a week that I do edit remotely. As a result, I am always looking for a better, more efficient way. That is why I went out and sought out this company. Where is it? Satsu. Before I contacted Satsu, I went on a search for a portable monitor, and I saw a bunch of cheap ones, and I looked at them and I held them and I was just like, they're just not there. And finally, I found this company, Satsu. This is the 16 Pro. This isn't the Touch, but this is the 16 Pro monitor, and it is from Satsu. And look at how beautiful this thing is. It is so narrow. You saw that picture of those monitors that I used to edit on? Well, look how thin that is. And then if you look here on the back, this beautiful coloring, it looks like it was made to be paired with a MacBook Pro. That's why I like this company. It's very Apple-esque, if you know what I mean. Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let me just tell you what comes in the box. You get this stand, you get the monitor, obviously, right? And then you also get a USB-C cable. Now on the back of the monitor, there are some interesting things here. It has a DP out, it has a mini HDMI, it has a main Type-C, a power in, an SD slot. Those of you who are creators and use cameras, this is another SD card slot for you, and then a sub Type-C here on the bottom. Now, what kind of problem does this solve for me? Well, it makes my life a lot easier, because back in the day, like I said, you needed this full operational giant edit bay. And nowadays, you can get just as much done on a laptop. As a matter of fact, I just plug in my laptop into a larger monitor at work, and then I have my whole system. But I wanted something remote, like I said, and this, look, that is so thin, right? And then the stand magnetizes here to the bottom. That is a great thing. And to be completely honest, if I'm editing at a coffee shop, I want that editing to have that same quality that it would if I edited in a full editing bay. If I edited it, that's not a word, Joe. This is the stand, right? This is the stand. This is a really well-made piece of machinery here. And if I'm gonna shut this for you so you can hear how loud this thing is, this is, it's hard to do. Look at that, did you hear that? And then if you look here, like I said, it feels like a 16-inch iPad. And here on the back, you have the Satsu logo, and then you have this. You have your little stand right there. And the beauty of this is you can pull it out like that. You can make it as deep as you want. And then also, oh, look at that. It can go vertical as well. Now, the best part about this monitor, and the whole reason that I reached out to Satsu was this. So this stand, if I can open this thing, this stand obviously makes the monitor taller if you want it a little taller, right? Put this on there for you, right? So once it's on there, it definitely feels very premium. It looks like one milled piece of aluminum. So that is a beautiful thing, right? But let's say I wanted to edit in a stacked mode. In other words, my MacBook Pro on the bottom, and then on top, my viewing monitor. Well, that is why they offer this position. So check this out. Not only can it go vertical, but it goes one more notch, boom. Now look how tall that is. Now, I'm very excited to try this out with my MacBook Pro. Let's do that. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna turn on my laptop here. Well, that's starting over there. I'll build this out here. There you go, there's the monitor mode, but then you flip it over like that. Boom. Then I'm gonna take the USB-C, right? I'm gonna take the USB-C, plug it into the second plug there. I'm gonna take this here, place it there. Look how nicely that pairs, guys. And now, there's the Satsu logo coming up there. And there you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That is a nice setup. It almost looks like it goes with each other. I have the space gray in the MacBook Pro, and I have the space gray in the Satsu monitor, so they look like they belong together. Okay, here's the moment of truth. We're gonna see how Premiere Pro looks on this stackable setup here. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Joe from Joe's Talking. And today I'm going to do a quick little video about these products that a company sent me. Now this company is called Torras, T-O-R-R-A-S. Look at this beautiful setup that I've created here. So I have my Adobe Premiere here on the bottom screen, and then I have a full monitor there, a viewing monitor. That way I can see everything super clearly. I mean, there's not a lot to hate here. So another way to kind of get a gauge of this monitor is to show you the screensaver that pops up on my MacBook Pro, both on the bottom and the top. Here, let's take a look. So there's the MacBook Pro, and there is the Satsu. One more time. There is the MacBook Pro, which has a little bit more detail in the bark, I have to say. And there is the Satsu. But honestly, guys, it's not that big of a difference, and it doesn't bother me. And I'm a little weirdo. I'm a little weird when it comes to this sort of stuff, and it doesn't bother me going from the MacBook Pro to the Satsu. Okay, guys, so because I know we are all nerds, me being the biggest one of them all, we need to go over just a few specs. So this monitor is not a 4K monitor. Okay, it is 2560 over 1600. I had to look down here at my notes. 2560 by 1600 resolution. So it's in between 1080p and 4K. It is also 100% DCI P3. What does that mean? I have no idea. It also does vertical orientation. So those of you who are coders, or if you edit vertical content, this may be a great monitor for you. And finally, it has 120 Hertz refresh rate. So I don't know if that's fast enough for gaming. I don't know, put it in the comments below what's the appropriate refresh rate for gaming, but it does work up to 120 Hertz. So one thing I wanted to talk about was the comparison between the MacBook Pro and this 2560 by 1600 monitor. I was concerned that going from the MacBook Pro monitor to this monitor would be jarring on the eyes, and I have to say, it is not. The one place where you may see it is when you are looking at font. So if you're looking at words close up, if you're a graphic artist and you need to look at detail, then maybe this monitor isn't for you. But for me as a video editor, being able to use this as a second monitor, this thing is absolutely perfect. Listen, nobody's twisting my arm to say good things about this monitor. I was the one that reached out to them, and they were like, sure, why not? Would I have preferred their top of the line monitor? Absolutely. It is a 4K touch monitor. That is one that you should look out for as well, because it's basically this monitor, but 4K and touch. Listen, editing has changed so much since I started. And if you are a content creator or you're someone that likes to work remotely, this may be a good add to your kit. Because for me, if there's something that makes my life just a little bit easier, I'm gonna buy it every time. So guys, if you're interested in the Satsu 16-inch Pro monitor, there is a link down below and you can click on it or don't click on it. I don't know. I'm not your dad. I'll see you guys in the next video.